the next generation of lifestyle awareness that will transform your life significantly. Hi, welcome to Living Wow Out Loud. I'm your host, Callie Ray, founder of the Living Wow Center and author of the book, 8 Lessons Lupus Taught Me from Surviving to Thriving with Autoimmune Diseases. Living Wow is a lifestyle of choice and intention that was born from the truth that, number one, your body is designed to heal if you give it the environment to do so. Number two, you don't need a label or permission to be the expert in your own body. And number three, more than 80% of all diseases can be prevented or reversed by lifestyle. Unfortunately, this isn't what we're taught in our standard American diet and lifestyle culture. This podcast is a voice of hope and community where you will learn how to live a life of thriving that honors and embraces those three truths. Though you are an individual, you are not alone, and you can thrive living wow too. The top 8 interpreters of body language. Last week, I promised you that I would introduce you to some interpreters for body language. The crazy thing is that you are innately equipped to speak fluent body language, but just like any language, you need to learn, practice, and refine your communication skills. Living in the modern world with access to information and technology on a continual basis has in many ways stunted our development and understanding of body language. Continuous and often loud or conflicting messages can be overwhelming to tune out and go within to hear and feel what your body is speaking to you. The conversation starter questions I introduced last week can be paired with those interpreters to plug in, practice, and develop fluency in body language. Recognize that this is an ongoing process and resist the urge to get frustrated or feel like you are not, quote, doing it right. Remember that you are innately designed for this language. Just like you learned your native language in your home rapidly in the first 5 years of your life, you have continued to refine and learn throughout the rest of your life. If you don't understand all of the nuances of body language immediately, that's normal. It's not that you can't. Find the modality that works best for you and build on it. You will likely find that as you become more fluent, opportunities will present themselves for you to go deeper and learn more and heal more. Life has a funny way of providing opportunities for you to learn body language. Recognizing and showing up in class to learn is the hard part. I guarantee if you show up, your body will reciprocate and you will thrive as the expert in your body. Although this list is not comprehensive, it is foundational and powerful. I specifically chose the modalities that are powerful, easy, accessible, and possibly already familiar to you. Again, don't feel like you have to use them all. Start with one or two and explore to see how it connects for you. Just like you have a favorite teacher in school, you'll likely find that you have a favorite interpreter. As your skills or communication needs change, you may choose a different interpreter that you aren't ready for today. Here are my top 8 body language interpreters. Number 1, breathwork. In my opinion, the most powerful interpreter for body language is breathwork. The reason is because you can tune into your breath to get a real-time reading of the interactions of your mind, body, and spirit. In the beginning, it may only be the obvious stress response with shallow or rapid breathing. You can acknowledge and change that response by intentionally deepening or slowing the breath. With practice, you can learn to connect with your spirit through breathwork and use it to bring healing to specific areas of your body or release imbalances or interruptions in your energy fields. Breathwork is the most powerful way to connect the body to the interplay of the mind and body and become more fluent in body language. Think of it as your internal search engine that can provide you the quickest information and results in real time, anytime, anywhere. Your breath is always with you. Number 2 is meditation. Probably the best known modality for healing by creating the quiet space within to experience the mind-body connection. Meditation is an essential interpreter for the body language. Taking intentional time to go within and cultivate awareness free of expectation and judgment is a process. That process will lead you to fluency with body language. Meditation also has expectation and stigma with it. It can feel like the enormous library you walk into to find an answer, but can easily get distracted by volumes of information and how to find or recognize the information that may be in the back of the room or on the top shelf. Resist the urge to feel like you don't have time, that you can't do it because your mind wanders, or even just feeling like you don't know how. Those are all normal. And the truth is, taking even 2 minutes to close your eyes, breathe, and observe will increase your vocabulary in body language. For me, guided meditations help me stay focused. There are many recordings and apps that you can choose and grow your meditation skills with. Number 3 is tapping, or EFT, which is the emotional freedom technique. It's great for getting into body language because it utilizes physical touch and the meridians of the body, stimulating and releasing those trapped emotions, thoughts, or beliefs, helping you to process them. There are specific techniques for tapping that have been researched to maximize the connection and benefit for finding and metabolizing trapped beliefs or experiences. With that said, learning the basics of the tapping points, recognizing how you're feeling, and then initiating that communication with your body are the essentials and can be beneficial even at a basic level. I would recommend using a practitioner in EFT to guide you through the process if you are processing traumatic experiences and emotions. If you're using tapping as an interpreter for body language, you can absolutely learn to do tapping on your own and will find it to be a quick and easy way to reset your energies when you're feeling off. Tapping can also be powerful in the morning to set your intentions for the day, or in the evening to release and let go of the day's events so that you can rest and recover during sleep. Although you may feel like a silly monkey in the beginning, tapping is a powerful and simple interpreter that can be a fantastic starting point in understanding body language. My favorite is the tapping solution, which is available as a book, film, or app. Number 4 is massage. The most passive and time-consuming interpreter is massage. Not all massage is created equal, and you may not have thought of it as a way to maximize understanding of your body, but it absolutely can be a powerful tool, especially when you pair it with breath work and meditation. Someone else is doing the physical work of massage, but you are in a quiet and often beautiful space during a massage. It's an opportunity for you to notice the physical messages of your body, and it's a great time to use those conversation starter questions and have a quiet conversation with your body. You may recognize patterns of pain, knots, weakness, or tenderness that can help you recognize how your body is processing, or not, experiences you've had in the recent days or weeks. Remember that your body is speaking to you with these physical symptoms. Do not ignore your best friend and this opportunity to have a quality, intimate conversation and learn body language during this uninterrupted time. Number 5 is yoga. Because of the autoimmune diseases I lived with and the symptoms I carried, resulting in chronic pain throughout my body every day, yoga became a vital part of my morning routine and was one of my first interpreters that helped me understand body language. As a part of the morning power up routine, it provides a time to stretch your body and tune in to what is working and what isn't. It increases your capacity to feel and learn where you store your stress and insecurities, fears, and doubts. Yoga is a gentle and individual way to listen to your body and provide the movement that supports, facilitates, and heals. It allows your body to hear and interpret what your spirit is telling you and where your mind might be limiting you. It may help you recognize where your mind and spirit are at odds. Number 6, Qigong or Tai Chi. Similar to yoga, but not as commonly practiced in the United States, are Qigong and Tai Chi. I say similar to yoga in that they are body movement practices that have ancient origins for synchronizing breath and movements to understand and heal the spirit, chi, or life force. These ancient practices have spiritual, medical, and martial branches. I've not spent as much time in the study or practice of the chi art forms, but have enjoyed and benefited from some video trainings and articles about them. Like yoga, I find them to be gentle on my body and supportive to both my mind and spirit. A great environment to hold a body language conversation. Number 7 is energy work. This is probably the most woo woo of this list because it has the least tangible or physical interaction. Visualizing a ball of light coming in through your crown, flowing through your central channel, and rooting you deep into the earth may sound very foreign to you. Understanding chakras, auras, grids, and fields are becoming more mainstream with advancing quantum physics and energy measuring devices. However, they remain generally misunderstood and avoided. With that said, you are familiar with how energy feels, and as such, can understand the need to clear it and repair it, even if you can't see it or understand it. An example is the person who always has drama and angst that makes you feel tense when they walk into the room. In contrast, the calming energy of a walk through the woods or along the water. Whether you realize it or not, you are picking up those energies and taking a bit of it with you throughout your day. The status of your energy greatly impacts what you pick up, how long you carry it with you, and how you pass it on. I call these micro energy clearing sessions, and I often infuse them into my shower routine. Cleaning the outside of the body is a good time to clean the inside of the body. Dry brushing is also a popular technique that has both physical and energetic benefits. Some of the energy workers that I have learned from are Donna Eden, Dr. Andrew Weil, and Carol Tuttle. Number 8, Ama bodywork or reflexology. Both of these interpreters use trigger points, organ systems, and the meridians to access the energy centers through the physical touch and manipulation. Skilled practitioners can identify and help you understand your body language by identifying where energetic leaks or injuries are present. Much like massage, once you identify what your body needs, you can support it with deeper conversation to create the environment to heal. In the beginning, I used external experts and interpreters to help me move my energy because I didn't understand and recognize body language. As I have become more and more fluent in body language, I'm now able to recognize and have daily conversations with my body all the time, just like I have conversations with people all the time. I understand that when my body gives me a symptom, I look at what has just happened in my beliefs, in my energy, and in my circumstances. I'm able to interpret that external manifestation as understanding what my body is telling me. A common thread among all these interpreters is taking time and quieting the world around you for just a moment to listen and communicate with your body. The level of communication will change as your fluency grows. I have found a structured routine to be beneficial to prioritize body language. Starting with these bookends of the day ensures that there is time and space to practice conversation. During Power Up, a body language practice can be scheduled into your morning routine. My ideal power up is 20 minutes of movement, 20 minutes of study, and 20 minutes of meditation. It took years to cultivate, and some mornings it doesn't look like that at all. But when it does, I'm at my best and it's worth it. This is an excellent time and place to practice the conversation starter questions. Set the intentions for the day, get your beliefs and physical body in the same conversation. You may get started with one interpreter to help you understand your body language during this time, and eventually find yourself exploring different modalities to expand your fluency. With Power Down, an evening routine is powerful for sleep hygiene and great opportunity to take inventory of the day. My ideal Power Down is the hour prior to lights out and includes 20 minutes of review, 20 minutes of report, and 20 minutes of restore. Inventory is a natural time to initiate a conversation and practice body language. This may include journaling, meditation, gratitude, and prayer. Not sure what to ask? Pick up with where you left off in the morning with the conversation starters and intentions. It's important to have a space that is quiet and restorative to power down. You don't want to be shouting at your body amid the television shows or social media conversations. If you're having a hard time winding down, I highly recommend tapping as a go-to interpreter to help release the chaos of the day and set a new rhythm to rest and restore. The disclaimer: none of the interpreters will cause you any harm. No side effects or damage. There is no level of expertise you have to have in order to explore and learn your body language. Go at the pace you want and find the modality that works best for you. It takes time to develop fluency in body language, like it does in any language. I promise you that it is so worth it. I promise you that you are capable of it. I promise you that you are the expert in your body. You will be able to listen and hear body language in the midst of all the conversations of the world around you, all the noise and all the environments that you find yourself in throughout the day. Being able to listen and go inward and hear that voice above those external distractions is life-changing and is the secret to healing and thriving. Hey, if you find value here on the Living Wow Out Loud podcast, will you please share it with your friends and take a minute to rate it on the platform that you're listening on? That's how we live wow out loud. You know that more people need hope and they need the messages shared. And that's how we get recognized among all the noise. This is where you find your voice. Will you please share and subscribe and rate so that we can grow? After my personal transformation from surviving to thriving with autoimmune diseases, I was completely astounded that the experience was not what I expected it to be. Instead of resenting my body and being forever trapped with a legacy of bad genes, as I had believed would be my fate, I looked and felt 20 years younger. I had dropped weight that had plagued me for decades, eliminated chronic pain that no doctor, therapy, or medicine could relieve, and found energy that I hadn't had since I was 16 years old. Because this is not what I expected, and because I wish someone would have told me that there is another way than sad, I wrote the book, 8 Lessons Lupus Taught Me from Surviving to Thriving with Autoimmune Diseases. As I began to share the book and the message of change your story, Living Wow was born. After years of continuing to learn and study how and why lifestyle has such an impact on disease and the world being torn apart by a global pandemic, I can't stand by any longer keeping it to myself. You have to understand that the power is in your hands. The power is in your body. The power is in your lifestyle. The Living Wow Center is a holistic wellness practice that utilizes the framework of the Living Wow lifestyle to identify system failures or maintenance needs. Whether you just need a tune-up or a complete systems overhaul, we support you as an individual to get back out on the journey and living wow. We will work with you to determine levels of function, needs, tools, resources, and or providers that may be best equipped to guide you as you step out of the negative health cycle and turn it into a positive health cycle. The Living Wow Center offers a revolutionary, comprehensive approach to healing, coaching, and support that is necessary in our complex, sad world. Schedule your complimentary consultation today to see how Living Wow can support you. Wow, you just finished another episode of Living Wow Out Loud. I hope you leave today empowered to live your best life and thrive. If you're ready to jump in and learn a little bit more about Living Wow, come check out the Living Wow Center. That's LIVINGWOWCENTER.com. And maybe consider joining our next Living Wow Challenge. We run the 1st to the 10th of every single month. See you soon.